Katie from Without a Crystal Ball. Welcome to my channel. It's Thirsty Thursday. Woo! All right, I'm a little bit late today. I got up early and I went and got my hair done. Getting back into the swing of things after being stuck at home since March, late February, and finally cut my hair after 4 months, which if you have short hair is literally like forever. And yes, I just said like 14 times. Welcome. Okay, so thank you, Nikki, for making me feel pretty again, making me no longer have to wear a headband. And even though I'm still not digging how short my hair is, she promises me we will eventually get there. Although with this new cut and style, I'm feeling a lot less like Karen. So many of you are like, Katie, you are such a Karen. And I'm totally not, I swear. Let's get started about what's going on in the news, in the tube, on the tube news, okay? We've been covering some stories about family vloggers, and I have been covering Myka and James Stauffer, and we have been covering all those deets of what's been happening with Huxley. So we all know that back in May, the end of May, Myka and James put out the video about what happened with Huxley and an update on our family. After that video went out, a lot of us started covering her stories. I did a video immediately within hours of her uploading that video about the reaction you guys were all giving this family. Now, mind you, I knew very little about her, only knew as much as my subscribers had reached out to me about a week before everything went down, asking me to investigate because they felt that something had happened and they needed to know what it was. And it was at that point then Myka and James posted their video on Myka's channel, which subsequently earned them 5.4 million views, and everyone in the world decided that they were the worst. They were canceled on the YouTube, but that hasn't stopped James from uploading new content onto Stauffer Garage. It hasn't stopped Myka from deleting stuff on YouTube, but it also hasn't stopped them from claiming content of creators like me who have covered her story. A couple weeks ago, I did a video about how she was claiming videos that were featuring her content. Last week, she appeared to be covering and claiming content related to people that had backgrounds related to like mental health. And today and yesterday, she's been claiming my videos along with Ready to Glare. Now, if you are not familiar with Ready to Glare, I have actually been a subscriber of hers for, I don't even remember, maybe a year. She did this video about animals, this lady that liked animals. I don't remember what the YouTuber's name was, but the video was so captivating and she did like a multi-part series on it. And I was like totally a fan of her research and her methodical approach. So I watch her stuff on and off and I follow her on social media. Ready to Glare posted on Twitter that she had been claimed by Myka. Shortly after that claim went through, and she posted, my moderator tagged me on Twitter, and this is what I saw. A copyright claim from Myka and James Stauffer and their children, aka Content, their adoption journey, part 3, claimed by Awesomeness TV. And it says that your video has been blocked and can no longer be played on YouTube. So it's not just that Myka was claiming the videos and taking the revenue. So there's a way that you can actually claim a video but not block it. So if somebody's using your material, you can block the video if they've infringed on your copyright by a whole lot, right? Not if you're just using like a clip. Well, in this case, she blocked the video. So instead of just taking the revenue, she straight up blocked the video. So unless Ready to Glare trims out the content that she used related to Myka, that video no longer exists, period. So as soon as I saw that, I was like, uh-oh, I need to go check. And I ran over to my email and noticed that I had like 5 emails So I ran over to my email and I noticed that I had tons as well. I had a copyright claim for this video, which is adoption Q&A with her husband, again claimed by Awesomeness TV. There was this one, again with China Adoption Journey Part 1 by Awesomeness TV. My third one was from, again, Adoption Update China, Awesomeness TV. Another one for International China Adoption Update, Part 11, Awesomeness TV. And then this one was Meet Huxley China Adoption, Awesomeness TV. These were the videos in which she blocked. So as you can see, my channel was not impacted with a strike, but she flat out blocked it, meaning that no one could view the video due to one or more of the content ID claims below, and it was ineligible for monetization. And if you look here, my 52-minute video was blocked because of a 1-minute clip. 1 minute of my 52-minute video was blocked because of their clip from their video that was over 20 minutes long. And here's another example. This video was blocked due to a 1 minute and 7-second clip, and my video was 31 minutes long. And you can see it's blocked and it's ineligible. And there was another one. The longest clip of all of them, I believe, was 1 minute and 7 seconds. Others were mere seconds, maybe 10 to 15, where they claimed it as their copyright and blocked the content completely. They didn't just take the revenue, they removed it. Now, the interesting thing here is that Awesomeness TV is doing this, meaning that they were going in manually to claim every single tiny clip that I had posted in my videos that came from Myka's channel. Fair use is this whole part of copyright, which allows creators like me to use a portion of somebody's copyrighted material without permission, as long as I'm doing so in a transformative or educational parody or commentary purpose. In order for me to tell the story, I shared short clips of which demonstrated different things that Myka had said or done in her videos related to Huxley. None of it was necessarily malicious. It was just showing her pattern of everything. The one video that got the most blocks was related to all the things that she knew about Huxley before she actually adopted him. So prior to adopting him, she did this entire series. She did about 20 videos where she outlined all of the things about Huxley, from his medical conditions to what doctors said, to discussing their MRIs, discussions of her own medical experience and why she felt like she was completely capable of taking care of him. The discussion specifically about how they targeted, in a way, a special needs child because she said that she had an RN and could effectively handle that. There was discussions about money, the fundraising that she did. There was discussions about actually meeting him and what it was like to meet him and the struggles they had meeting him. All of which were very short clips. In between each one of those clips, I was doing, a 2 to 3 minute commentary. Now, it's different for me to actually take someone's entire work and paste it on my channel as my own without providing any transformative work. Not saying anything, not offering anything, but she actually took tiny clips, which I was then using as commentary, and claimed it and then effectively blocked my videos, preventing my commentary. Same thing with Ready to Glare. They completely blocked her video. Same thing with Cat Black, who I showed you last week. She actually had one of her videos blocked, along with 2 other channels where they did the exact same thing. Now, I can actually bypass the block by trimming out the content, which effectively disrupts what the video has because it's missing the clips, which I'm commentating on. But it's funny to me that if you're putting everything out in public domain to the world, and then you're asking the world to love you and value you and adore you, there's also equally the community that can criticize, analyze, and discuss. Now, I wouldn't say at any time in my coverage was I malicious or did I tell people to go after them. I was covering the story as it was happening, as were most YouTubers. Ready to Glare is by far one of the fairest commentators I've seen. Sure, she can be like to the point and she can really sort of like, she'll say exactly how she feels about things, but she's ethical, she's fair. She also is very balanced. Like, one of the reasons I love her channel is because even if she doesn't agree with something, she shows both sides. There's a reason why her channel has over 500,000 subscribers and why I've been a fan for so long. I'm the kind of person that appreciates the thought and the consideration of somebody taking time to understand the story as their own, rather than recycling and taking other people's content and using it as their own. Looking at you, Spill. Yeah, that's right. So here's the interesting thing. I want to give you an example. Yesterday, Spill put out a video about Myka and James Stauffer, and it was a 3-part series that they're doing. And their second part series was basically 10 minutes of my videos. 10 minutes. That's a lot of content. It was like a 30-minute video, and at least 1/3 of their video was me speaking on their video, without commentary. So they would do like a 2-minute clip of me talking, and then they would summarize it, and then they would do another clip of me talking, and then they would summarize it. But it was one video of mine to the point where if you watched their video, you wouldn't even have to watch my video. Even though they did that, I didn't claim it. I didn't do a copyright strike. I sent them a comment and I was like, hey, maybe next time you do this, you could reach out to me and ask me if it's okay to use this content. Or maybe you could, they did put a link to my videos at the end. So they directed people to see what they wanted to see if they wanted to watch my whole video, but they didn't need to watch my whole video because they literally put up like most of that video in their video. So that to me actually felt more like copyright theft than me using a 1-minute clip or a 30-second clip in a 50-minute video where the rest is just me talking. In theirs, it was like 10 minutes of basically me talking with like 2 seconds of them saying something and then going back to me talking. It's just mind-numbing to me. And like, here's the thing about copyright claims. It's there for a reason. It is 100% there for a reason. We shouldn't be stealing other people's content. We should not be posting stuff that's not our own. But it becomes abusive and abuse of the system when you're literally copyright claiming tiny clips of an entire video where a content creator is putting forth a ton of time and effort. I agree you should not be using a large chunk of people's content. I also agree you shouldn't have other people's content on your screen for a long period of time. But if you're only using a tiny fraction of their video and you're only showing it for the purpose of commentary or to educate or to provide criticism, you're doing it in fair use, which makes me wonder why this family thinks that they can do this. The only reasons that I can say is that they want no evidence of any of their videos on YouTube. And they also want no one criticizing their YouTube channels. It's all happening at the same time that James is trying to come back to YouTube, his sponsors not wanting to work with him, all of Myka's sponsors dropping her. They have no income coming in, and they're trying to take income then from creators like me, Ready to Glare, Kat, and 2 smaller creators. Because why? I don't get it. Are they doing this because they think that are they broke now? I don't know. I really don't know. Ruby did this to me too. Ruby Frank from 8 Passengers. She did this to me on a video where I literally had a 30-second clip of her. So I don't know why we live in this world. I think it's flattering if people want to use my clips and use that as references, like Spill. Spill was literally using my content in the point of saying, like, Katie did some really good research. She talked to a lot of people connected to Myka, and here's what happened. My only criticism with them was that they used so much of my content you wouldn't have to watch my video, which then takes revenue from me. But my positive is that the channel is very large, so being featured on their channel is kind of the payoff to me and why I wouldn't actually claim it as my own or give them a strike. See what I'm saying? Like, to me, that's like equal trade. You're putting me on your channel. It's free publicity for me. Okay, fine. But if you please do this again, let me know, right? But with Myka, it's just, it defies logic to me. Especially when I know that it's happening to creators that are so thorough and so good. I mean, in Kat's video, she was claimed and blocked for 30 seconds, and her video was 15 minutes long. 14 minutes and 30 seconds of her video, which had no content or copyright information at all related to Myka, completely blocked. MCNs like Awesomeness TV and other MCNs like multi-channel networks are notorious for doing this kind of stuff. And part of me wonders, like, is there a way to get around this? I don't know. And I don't even know if you can report it. I don't really know how to go around that. All I can do is put out on my channel that, hey, this happened to me. Maybe it's happening to you. And if enough of us speak out and say it, the community will know, A, don't use her videos, and B, this isn't actually what this system is for. So stop doing it. So I want to know what your thoughts are. One, do you think this is inappropriate or appropriate of her to do? Is it because, well, it's still her copyright, Katie, so you shouldn't be using any of it? Or do you fall into the category of, well, it's still fair use? Also, do you think that it's appropriate for her to be doing this to every channel that covers her? Or do you think she just needs to let it go? Is this somebody trying to cover up the collateral damage of what happened with Huxley? Or is she trying to protect Huxley by not having any content of him up on YouTube? I can't decide what the rationalization is here, but I just know that it seems rather sketchy to block entire videos based on 30 seconds of content. All right, you guys, tell me what your thoughts are. And if you're a creator that's been blocked by Myka, leave me a comment below. Bye.